When you find certainty within yourself, you are not only giving yourself the gift of a wonderful and loving relationship, but you are also giving the woman of the dream the strength she needs to trust. You're giving her the gift of allowing her to open herself to being in her feminine. Better yet, she able to be in that place of her feminine, especially for you. No matter what the relationship, the foremost thing that need to be in your mind is that you enter in a relationship to give. You give because that's who you are, and you expect nothing in return. However, you need to avoid what you get in return and decide if it is acceptable to you. Give your gift from love. Love never require anything in return. It's in the giving that make you feel good. True love, and you expect nothing in return, but you always need to what you do get in return, and you think about is it acceptable or not for me, for you. Give your gift from love. Love never require anything in return. It's in the giving that make you feel good. True love doesn't have attachment. You give freely without caring what come back in return. You give of yourself because that is who you are. When you want to get into a relationship, you have to go into the relationship not with what you can get out of it, but with what you can put into it. The purpose of own relationship, and this is not only for your intimate relationship, but also for your friendship, the people that you work with, your kid, or any other relationship you have, is to go into the relationship to give. When you get into a relationship, you have to go into a relationship not with what you can get out of it, but with what you can put into it. The purpose of own relationship, and this is not only for your intimate relationship, but also for your friendship, the people that you work with, your kids, or any other relationship you have, is to go into the relationship to give. If you go into a relationship focus on what you are going to get out of it, you will be placing expectation on some new person that you should meet 99% of the time. They are not going to live up to your expectation, and you will end up disappointed, discovered to suffer because we want reality to be other than it is. You will be placing expectation on some new person that you just met. Many guys go out with a woman and think, oh, I took her dinner and show her this great time. She had fun. I expect to have sex at the end of the night. Instead of looking at what you are going to get out of a relationship, you should be thinking, how can I give it to this person? How can I contribute to her? How can I make her like really amazing by having fun with her? When I go out with a woman, my primary goal is for her to have a good time. My contribution is to make her laugh, make her feel comfortable, and make her happy. That it. Uh, so when you go out with a woman, your primary goal is to have a good time. My contribution is to make her laugh, make her feel comfortable, and make her happy. That it. The feeling she feel while she with you is going to associate with you. Everything else taken care of itself. If both people are focused on what they can give to a relationship, the relationship is going to be flourished. But if one of both people are focused on what they are getting out of it, it's a transaction. Transaction. You might go as well. You might as well go out and have a hooker if that's what you are looking for. If you are going to go out on a date with an expectation of having sex, go get a hooker. It's a lot cheaper and there are no emotional attachment. If you truly want to have somebody you can share your life with, somebody you can love, someone when you can where you can enrich their life and have fun with that. The purpose of a relationship. That's the purpose of a relationship. If you select somebody that has the same kind of quality as you have, she's going to focus on making you happy as well. When poor people are focused on simply giving to the other person and not worrying about what comes in return, she need both are going to be fulfilled regard the need of both are going to fulfill regardless. It is in the giving that need are fulfilled. I said it before, but it bears repeating. Once the guy really understands woman and is able to get into a relationship, he going to realize that every relationship is an opportunity for growth. You can understand and become the type of man you are totally capable of becoming. At the same time, you inspire and help her grow into everything she capable of becoming as a man. What should I give to woman? What should I give, contribute to other person? If one of both people are focused on what they're getting out of the relationship, it's not a relationship anymore, it's a transaction. You might as well go out and get hooker if that's what you're looking for. You're going to go out and date with an expectation of having sex, go get a hooker. It's a lot cheaper and they know is an emotional attachment. If you truly want to have somebody you can share your life with, somebody you can love, somewhere you can enrich their life and have fun with, that is the purpose of relationship. If you select somebody that has the same kind of quality you have, she's going to focus on making you happy as well. When both people are focused on simply giving to the other person and not worrying about what come in return, she need the need of both are going to be fulfilled regardless. It is the giving that need are fulfilled. I said it before, but it bears repeating. When a guy really understand woman and able to get into a relationship, he going to realize that every relationship opportunity for growth. You can understand and become the type of man you totally capable of becoming. But at the same time, you inspire and help her grow into everything she capable of becoming as a woman. Lasting change should be a goal. I know some of you are asking why should I change on this thing. Think about this for a moment. What is the outcome? What do you want out of relationship? Why do you want this? Now take a sheet of paper and split it into two categories. One of my favorite speaker, Toby Rubin, say people will do more to avoid pain than they do to get pleasure. For the